morning. Great morning, everyone. For some of us, it is morning. For some of us, it is early afternoon, and we're excited to be on this call. Hey, guys, my name is Jared Ojeda. I'm out of Atlanta, Georgia, small city called Riverdale. And by trade, I'm a sergeant in the fire department. And I tell everybody I went from being a firefighter to a freedom fighter. We're going to talk about something absolutely amazing this morning. And I'm telling you, sometimes you heard people say things like this, but I guarantee it, this morning, you're going to be inspired. You're going to feel energy. You're going to feel love coming across this screen like you've never felt before. And I can guarantee it because I know the people who are going to deliver it. See, it's not what's being said, it's also who is saying it. And we have a bless. So do me a favor in the chats, let us know where you're calling in from. I typically get so excited during this part, Sherry. I always get excited because I want to know how soon can we make this an international call, right? I always say, I know I'm in Atlanta, but I want to know where you are from. All around, I see Minnesota's in the building. I see Texas is in the building. I see North Carolina, Oklahoma, Arlington, California, Maryland. Welcome to the call. Hello, Kayla. Welcome to the call. They're all coming in so fast. Phoenix City. Is that the U? We got one. The UK is in the building. Welcome to the call. Everyone is important, but I just get super excited when I see the call go international and how fast it can go international.
Anyhow,
Great morning to you, William. Welcome to the call, Bernard. You know why I call out William and Bernard? Because they're looking right at me and I can see them. So listen, guys, if you have an opportunity, you're in a beautiful setting where you can show your screen, show your face. We want to talk to people. We don't want to talk to names and faces this morning. See, your friend invited you on this call. You didn't see a Facebook blast. You didn't see a newspaper reel. I mean, even though no one uses newspapers anymore, right? But you got a personal text message. You got a personal phone call. Someone called you up and said, man, there is something you got to see. Edwina, jump on this call because there's something you got to see. And you said, absolutely. You trusted the person. So we're asking you just to trust them just a little bit more right now. Turn on those screens and see those beautiful faces, as long as there's no distractions in the back, right? If there's a distraction in the back, do what I do. Put the blur, put the blur in the back, because we want you to focus in this morning on the information and understand the people behind the information. Again, I was blessed to see this amazing community, what you're about to see, several years ago. And at first, I honestly thought it was too good to be true. Thank goodness I have a beautiful wife who says, Jared, if it's too good to be true, how would you know unless you give it a shot? And then I got a chance to meet the people behind the vision. And when I met the people, I said, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. If the people and the vision match up and I partner up with them, we can do some amazing things. And that's what we decided to do. And so you're going to get a privilege to hear from individuals today that have not only been successful themselves, making lots of money, helping, but they love helping people do the exact thing.
what the
It's
hell
the exact
happened?
same thing. And so, again, I just want to take a warm second real quick. We're at 72 people. See, I like Zooms like this. I like, because this is all about the community. Some people do Zooms where you can't see who's on the call. You ever been on a Zoom like that? No, not this family ship. We want to know. I want you to take a second. If you invited someone, look through the chats and see if they're here. Look through the participants. If they're not here, take a quick second and text them and say, hey, it's about to get started. Get on. Because this is not about what you can do. It's about how many people you can inspire. See, this is the plus one call. It's you plus one. So get one more person on this call. My goal, my hope, Sherry, is that this gets over to 100 before our special guest gets on the call, because we don't want any of our friends to miss out on what's going to be said. So again, guys, I'm excited about the community. I'm excited about the product, but more importantly, I'm excited about the time period that we're living in. Today is the first Saturday of 2025. And I'm more excited about today than I've been excited in my entire life. And the reason why is because I had an opportunity to meet a young lady who had a vision that was bigger than her husband. It was about impacting lives, who was able to come out of retirement. You're going to hear a lot more, not because she needed to, but because she truly wanted to. She had a desire not just to talk about what she's done, but about what she's going to do. And that woman is a dear friend of mine. I like to say she's like my little angel now. She is very inspirational. She is a close friend of mine, and I'm just honored to have her on the call. You all do me a favor in the chats, throw up the virtual hands for my good friend, my mentor, Miss Sherry Sharman.
Thank you, Jared. And oh my gosh, it's such a pleasure to see you on Saturday morning. And I know we've got people around the world on this call. For me, I'm in Carlsbad, California. So it is morning time, but for all of you, welcome. And we're so happy to have you here because what we're going to share with you literally change your life. If you can mute out your phone, that would be really helpful so it doesn't interrupt our speaker today. We appreciate that. And for all of you that have joined us, hopefully, there's a lot of people on here that are guests, but there's a lot of people that are already with us right now. I want to remind you guys all to have a notepad and pen because this presentation is for you to learn how to do this presentation, not just listen to it, because we want everyone to be experts and pros in this business. So before I get started, I just want to give you a little background on myself. Back in the late 80s, I was introduced to this industry, and I was a broke preschool teacher, single mom, and there was only one person responsible for my income. If I didn't work, I didn't make money. And it was kind of tough back then. And when I was shown this, the thing that attracted me the most is you can help other people become successful. And in the process is how you make an income. And God blessed me when I got involved in this because I went from, making $6.50 an hour to my first year in this industry over $258,000. And the same person, only the difference was I had a team of people that I was working with and working so just having the time of my life because it was fun. It was different than anything I'd ever done before. So for all of you that are on the call, just take a moment, be open, listen to what's going on and see if this resonates with you like it did with me 30 plus years ago. But the person I get to introduce to you, I'm so excited about because I knew him when he was in his early 20s. And he was one of those people that when you meet him, they just have that spark. They're hungry. They want to learn. They want to succeed. And he was somebody that was always, every training we went to, he had his notepad and pen and was taking notes. And to this day, when I see him listening to someone, he's always educating himself. And that to me is, we all love being a perpetual student because to become a master, you need to be a great student first. And that's why I have the pleasure to introduce to you my good friend. This gentleman is from Minnesota. He's going to give you a little of his background and then share with you a phenomenal opportunity. And that is my good friend, Muzaffar Najmi.
Thank you. Happy Saturday, everybody. And Sherry, thank you for the kind words. And whenever she speaks and she says something, it brings back memories. And I don't know if you've ever been in that situation, but Sherry's right. I've known her since I was in my mid-20s, early 20s. And I saw this industry that we're going to talk about today when I was 21 years old. And she's right. I am from Minnesota. My mom and dad, we moved to Minnesota when I was 10. And so for those of y'all that are on this Zoom for the very first time and we're just getting a chance to meet, my name is Muzaffar, and my dad is from East Africa. My mom is Middle Eastern from a place called Dubai. And we grew up, being told that if I want to become successful, I needed to go to school because my dad and mom combined, they made $30,000 a year in Minnesota. And so we grew up in a place like that was between North Minneapolis and a place called Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. We used to call it Brooklyn Dark. Anyways, that's it was just us, me and my friends, and we used to talk about someday we're going to get out. Someday we're going to move. Someday we're going to live on the other side of town, because on the other side, in the Edinas and Bloomingtons, and for those of y'all that are not from Minnesota, you don't know these cities, and that's okay, but it was the nicer cities, and it was the places that had the big homes. And we always talked about it. And friends of mine, went into different areas, and I got a chance to play sports in college. I had a chance to play football at a university level. And my senior year, I tore everything in my right knee, my ACL, MCL, and PCL ligament. And at that point, I felt like my dreams were stolen from me. And I just want to be candid with you, because I think everyone on this Zoom at some point in your life, maybe you've had something that you really wanted to do that just didn't work out. And you felt like you were in a situation of, what do I do now? I believe that everyone has gone through something. Like, I think we've all gone through life. And regardless of how young you are, I want you to know that for me, it was like that fork in the road. And so I graduated from university, and I put my resume together. I don't know if y'all ever remember doing that. Like talk about aging yourself. But I don't know if people put resumes together today. I really don't know. Like, I've never, after my first resume, that was my last resume. And I put it together and I handed it out. And I remember going on job interviews, and they looked, and I had 3 university degrees, and they offered me $35,000 a year because I had no job experience. And I'm sitting there going, but I have 3 degrees. And they said, yeah, but you have no experience. And I'm like, well, how am I going to get experience if you don't hire me? And they're like, we are, for $35,000 a year. And I was so frustrated. And my friend called me, and it was a Sunday. And he said, hey, what are you doing? And I said, nothing. And he goes, great, I'm picking you up. We're going to a meeting. Back then, we didn't have Zooms. Back then, we didn't have cell phones, right? Like, talk about, hey, wow, like, that's quite a while ago. And what happened is, he picked me up, and we went to a meeting. And it was Sunday, and it was me, my friend, and this guy that was 24 years old that was making $12,000 a month. Look, I don't know what you make right now, income-wise. For you, $12,000 a month may be nothing. For me, it was everything. You got to understand, I barely made 3, like barely. It wasn't even 3,000 before taxes. So maybe 12,000 is very little to some people, but for people like me, it was a lot. And all I wanted to know was, how did you do it? And if you can do it, I can do it. Just show me, like, I'll learn. And he showed me a business like what I'm about to show you today. Except it's like, back then, remember, there was no cell phones. So what I saw back then was like the cassette tape version of what you're seeing today. And if those y'all don't know what a cassette tape is, Google it later, right? Like, and get a kick out of it. Just enjoy. If you want to get laughs and giggles, go Google a cassette tape. Anyways, that was where I was. And I saw this, and I fell in love with the concept. And here we are years later, and people go, what is one of the things that created success for you, Muzaffar? And I got to tell you, it's because I went to live training events like the one that I'll show you that's coming up in Dallas. And I met a lady. Actually, I always say that. I don't know why I say that, Sherry, because I didn't meet you. Like, I just want to be honest. Like, I didn't meet her. It sounds cool. Like, it sounds like a cool story. I met this lady, and then my life changed. No. I saw the lady on stage where there were 13,000 of us seeing her. 13,000 of us did not meet her. Rika met her. You see her nodding. Rika met her. I didn't meet her. I saw her from afar and said, someday I'm going to work with her, because she was the #1 income earner in that company. And dreams do come true. It happened several years later. I got a chance to actually meet her, work together with her. She impacted my life. I was the kid that sat in her living room and would take notes. And everywhere she went, I would take notes. And it helped me build an income and a life that my wife and my daughters today, I mean, that's the best part of me. I have my wife and my 2 daughters. The life we live is because of the lessons and information that we learned. So let me share Viago with you. Viago is what your friend called you about. And your friend or family member or business partner or whoever it was, whether they called you or texted you or sent a voice note, right? If they texted you, they threw in some emojis, I don't know, but they reached out to you and they said, hey, you have to jump on. You've got to join, like there's a gentleman named William that's on here, and he was at Muzaffar. I've been inviting guests because they have to see this. They have to see this. And we all have that type of mentality. We found something that you have to see. I'm honored to say that I had the opportunity to help
Men
partner.
den
I
är
had the
ju, det
opportunity
där
to
får vara
help
det
partner.
tills den har brunnit.
Malin keeps unmuting. If you could just make sure she's muted, that would be great. I had the opportunity to partner with a few individuals that helped put Viago together. And by the way, I hope people aren't just on here having the Zoom on while you're doing other stuff. Maybe by osmosis, the information will go in. Here's my hope for all of you is you take 25 to 30 minutes uninterrupted time and just listen to this information. That's what I did years ago, and that's what we did to put this together. But Viago is the most, and listen, let me tell you what it is. It's the most incredible luxury travel and lifestyle membership in the world. Hands down. That's what it is. If you want to know what it is, that's what it is. But let me explain you the details of that and what that means. So I had the opportunity to partner with an individual that created one of the most beautiful luxury skincare brands in the world. They did over 3 billion in revenue. They partnered with L'Oreal. They opened 900 stores. His name is Isaac Ben Shabbat. He's our CEO today. Another partner I have who's our president, him and his partners created the largest travel club in the world. In 2016, they did over 994 million that year alone. And all the other years combined, you're looking at a few billion in revenue, and developed a membership base of 5 million members, 5 million members of their travel club. Think about that one. We all partnered together and said, if we could do it over again, what would we do? How would we do it? How would we make it better? How would we run into the future? And Viago was created. And I'm so excited to share our baby with you. This pre-launched in July, officially launched in October. Today, we've entered 40 countries that are becoming members, and they're becoming ambassadors of Viago. And I'm going to show you both, ladies and gentlemen, today. And I'm excited for you to be as excited as your friend was when they saw this. And so there's different parts of our membership, a membership like Netflix, Hulu, Peacock, like a gym membership, like any membership you could, like, I think a cell phone is a membership. Like, I think anything that you're paying on a monthly basis, that you're a member of that community, except most people don't look at you like a community. They don't. We do. And I'm going to explain you this Viago community, ladies and gentlemen. So in our membership, there's multiple categories, and it's growing. The first is obviously travel. And this is something that's important because it's 2025. And most people that made resolutions, they talked about traveling somewhere in 2025. I want to go somewhere. I want to take a beautiful vacation. I ask people all the time, if time and money were not an issue in your life, what would you do? And people say, I would travel more. That's like either number one or number two answer for most people. You can never say all. And what I'll tell you is that the reason people don't travel more is time and money. So what if we had a solution to both? Let's start with the money part. People want a Rolls Royce or a Ferrari travel vacation situation, like whatever you want to call it. They want the best vacation possible at the lowest price, at the price of a Honda. Listen, and I'll show that to you. It's not at the price of a bicycle. Let's just be real, but it is at the price of a Honda. And I've always thought about that. And I'm like, I want that with everything, don't you? Like people want like the best clothes at the price of Walmart, you know, and there's nothing wrong with Walmart if you shop there. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying in general, we all want the best stuff. We want the best clothes, the best house, the best. And that's what Viago is offering. And I'm so excited to show you our first part. So when you become a member, instantly you get your own website because our partner gave us unlimited wholesale prices. What's retail? Retail is Priceline, Booking.com, Expedia. That's retail. So when you see public price, or I call it retail, another word is public price. That's the price that the public gets. Private are the people that own the companies. They get wholesale price. That's the Viago price. Guess what? We give that to you. Most companies mark up the wholesale price. We don't. We give that to you. So you get the biggest savings possible. So here's some examples. That was Vegas. This is Florida. And what I'm showing you is public price. Bam, Viago price, right? That's what I'm showing you. I show you public price, and then I go, bam, Viago price. I'm clicking on a button in my computer because I'm excited, because the Viago price is always better, in my opinion. So this is New York, public price, the Millennium Hotel in New York. Bam, Viago price, 57% savings. That to me is phenomenal. That to me is like, don't you wish you had a bam button like with everything in life? Do you imagine going to the grocery store and putting all the groceries on the conveyor belt or whatever it is, and they ring it up and they go $120, and you go, what's the Viago price? Could you imagine that? Like, if it worked, that would be awesome. But sorry, it does work with us though, literally in every part of our membership. This is Italy, bam, that's the Viago price. This right here is Rome, bam. I just like saying bam. It's Saturday morning. And so when you look at all the savings, and I could go to England, which I saw the United Kingdom on here, Uganda is on here, South Africa, Cape Town, Colombia is on here. So I'm going to Colombia in a couple of weeks where I'll be doing presentations for Viago. And when I go, I'm going to save money on my hotels and all of that stuff because of this website that was given to me, just like it will be given to you. Part two. So I know you understand the booking engine. So when you get your Club Viago membership, and you get your website, right? And when you go there at the very top, you'll see something that'll say travel, and you can click travel. And the first thing you'll see is booking engine. And when you click booking engine, your website will come up, and then you can save money on hotels, car rentals, flights, like all that stuff. Then if you go back to your Club Viago site, the next thing you'll see is escapes. So there is Escape My Way, and then there is Reward Escapes. I'm going to show you Reward Escapes. These are 4- and 5-star experiences that we designed. We chose what goes into this. Escape My Way, you choose. We design it for you. So there's two things. Reward Escapes, we design. Escape My Way, you design. And if you look at all these people on video, by the way, that was KP playing basketball. These are people in our community, ladies and gentlemen. These are our friends. This is not like some stock video. And so we've designed these vacations. This one happened at the beginning of December. So a month ago, we had over 450 people there. Jared was there, the gentleman that started this call. Jared was there sending me videos. Jared and his beautiful wife, Kamitsi, and their son, Jai, were sending me videos going, I was in Toronto, Canada. And I was in a different country. And but we had 450 of our community down in Mexico that had an all-inclusive trip. They had round-trip airport transfers. That means from the airport to the resort back to the airport. They had a host. They were calling me about the farewell dinner. They were like, Muzaffar, the farewell dinner. Then there was a sunset cruise that had four beautiful boats that were filled with our community out there on Sunset. And it was absolutely amazing. Now, the regular price for all the bullet points and everything included is $1,703. Can't forget the $3 because that's the cost. Not the flight. The flight is not on there, not the flight. That's just the trip. The price with us, just the trip, not the flight, is $649. Do you understand? One trip saves people more money than even what our membership costs for the whole year. One trip, not including everything else that I'm going to show you. But guess what? It gets better. We have something called reward points. When you join our community, we will give you 600 points. 1 point equals $1. What can you do with those points? Well, one of the things you can do is use it to bring the price of these vacations even lower. Now, every vacation has a maximum amount of points that you can use, This one, you can use 150 per person, right? So in this scenario, it brings the price down to $499. My friends, I had a friend of mine, Chris, call me, him and his wife, they were in the pool with other friends of mine, and they had people that were in the pool that were not with Viago. And they said, Muzaffar, people paid $5,000 to $6,000 to have the exact same things that we had for $500. They said, Muzaffar, it was a 4-diamond property. And I'm telling you, the response has been amazing everywhere people have gone. This is a trip to Bali. Same scenario, just Bali, Indonesia, right? Here's one that's coming to Dubai. And people have been calling me going, Muzaffar, it's sold out. It's sold out. It's sold out. Like, we're trying to get more rooms. I don't know what to tell you. This is not like unlimited. It's not my hotel. I wish it was. But the fact is that they have other people booking these hotels. And so we get a certain amount of rooms at a price that nobody gets. And it sells out. I'm just letting you know. Like, I remember when Sherry called me last week going, Muzaffar, it's sold out. I said, ma'am, I said, just hold on. She goes, there's another one. I go, there is. She goes, I better get it now because I want more than 5 days. So it's up to you. Do you want 5 days, 4 nights? Do you want more? Do you want to extend it? It's all up to you. We start the design and you can add to it if you choose to. Look at all the bullet points for $450, right? These are other places: South Africa, Costa Rica, Thailand, Greece, Italy, Spain, Turkey, Mexico, Vietnam, Philippines. Like, I could spend all day on that. And you'll start thinking of, what about here? What about here? I got to tell y'all, I just got a video sent to me of the #1 resort. It just won an award and it's in the Maldives. And the lady that runs it sent me a message saying, we would love to have your community at the Maldives with us. And she sent me the video of this resort, Sherry. It's so beautiful. Like, I'm just telling you, like, it just won #1 a couple months ago. It won awards, and I want to find a way for us to do something there. That one, Jared, you better bet yourself I'm coming to that one. That's the Maldives. All right, #3 is telemedicine. This is something that gives you access to a doctor 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, if you have health insurance, congratulations. This has nothing to do with that. I have health insurance. If you don't have health insurance, you're really going to thank me. But I want you to understand, I have health insurance. But when my daughter got sick a couple of weeks ago, she had 102-degree temp. I had to pull her out of school. She was shaking and she was cold. And man, that's my baby girl. And I brought her home and my wife was like, no, let's take her to urgent care. I'm like, and she was crying. And I'm like, no, let her get in bed. Let me call the doc. And I called telemed. And I had a doc on the phone with me within 2 minutes. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen every time, but I've heard a lot that it's been in less than 5 minutes, maximum 10. But for me, it was 2 that I had a doc on the phone. And we went through everything. And the doc said, don't take her to urgent care. You don't need to. I'll send the prescription that she needs to the pharmacy. Do you understand that peace of mind? That's worth this membership alone. Like, that's it. That's great for me. I'll pay for that. Peace of mind for my family. And on top of it, there is access to major medical. We've partnered with a company that gives you discounts on health insurance and supplemental coverage. And there's a big category. I'm just giving you a small overview on our membership, but you can dive into this. I'm telling you, you could spend days, hours looking into everything that we offer. The next category, this is one of my favorites. This one's called the hookup. I'm just, listen, I tried to be professional on Thursday, and on Thursday I was like, this is daily deals. And afterwards, after the presentation was done, I really sat and thought for a second. I'm like, did I really do that? Muzaffar, stop it, man. Like, you're you. So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, it's daily deals. That's the title of it. But you don't have to say, but this is from me to you, family. It's the hookup. Because when I was younger, my friend would get a job somewhere and we'd call each other on our home phone. And I'd call on their home phone and I'd go, Armando, you got a job at Foot Locker? Yeah, man. You got the hookup? Yeah, but listen, you got to bring me the cash and then I'm going to go and I'm going to buy it in my name and then I'll drop it off after work. All right, I got you. I'll meet you somewhere. And then if he said he was gonna be somewhere, I couldn't call his cell phone. I just hoped he was at that place with my shoes. But you understand, back then it was all on trust and love. And if you said you were gonna be somewhere, you were there because no one could call you on your phone. And I'm so excited to be able to offer our community the hookup in the biggest way. You now inherited 1 million friends. Just think of it like that. 1 million Armandos. Except it's not just Foot Locker. It's AMC movie theaters. It's Cinemark. Like, I remember Jared was like, "Robert, me and Jai went to the movies. And for the tickets and popcorn and everything, it was normally $60. I'm like, "What did you pay?" He goes, "We paid $33 because of this membership." And that's everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. SeaWorld, I went to go visit Sherry and her mom. Her mom is like my grandma, right? I call her Nana. And Sherry's like my second mom. And they live literally like 5 minutes from SeaWorld. And so I don't know if I went to SeaWorld and then visited them. I think we went for them and then visited SeaWorld. The point is that when we went to SeaWorld, the ticket was $109. Through our membership, it was $59. Like, I could do this all day. Do any of y'all have pets? Like, I know it's expensive to raise a family, whether it's your children, and for some people, their pets are their children. Like my Nana, like, she has a dog that's like her child. So why not save money on feeding your child? Like, go through Petco through us. I'm just saying, there's over 1 million retailers and then over 80,000 events. I went to a comedy show and saved money with my wife. I know people that went to a U2 concert and the floor seats were $2,400. Through us, it was $600. There's so many stories. And the last category for right now, and the reason I say right now is we're opening up more, but it's our marketplace. And this is exclusive high-end products at a price that's better than anywhere out there. And that's just something that you have access to. And remember the points that we give you? You can use those points for products as well that will discount the products even further and further. So let's recap. There's a discount booking portal. There's VIP escapes, unique experiences. There's the telemedicine. There's the home. Okay, it's daily member savings. Daily member savings. And then there's best pricing on the marketplace. That's what we market. And remember, when you become a member of Viago, my CEO, Isaac, his belief, which has become our belief, is that we want to give you more than you give us. So when you get this membership, we're going to give you 600 points immediately, 600. So what's the membership must offer? Well, it's less than 600. It's only 450, right? So you spend 450 one time. We give you 600. You spend 450 one time, we give you 600. Then every month to maintain your membership, it's 99. And we give you 100. Like, it's so funny. It's like my wife built this website for her kids' clothing business on a platform. And their charge was almost $400 one time. And then it was a certain amount of money every month. And I looked at her and I'm like, "Oh, great. So you spent this one time. Yes, you get the website, but what else do we get?" And she goes, "What are you talking about?" Like, "Well, what else do we get?" She goes, "Must offer the website." I go, "But in Viago, we give everybody a website and we give everybody an opportunity to build a business and we give 600 points. Like, don't they give us something?" She goes, "Muzaffer, not everybody is Viago." And I want you to understand, like, that's how my mind now thinks. Like, if I pay something monthly, you should reward me. If I'm paying for my cell phone, other than giving me cell phone services, you should do something, shouldn't you? We go pay 99 and you get our membership every month, and we're going to give you 100 points on top of it every month. I think I've been spoiled, Sherry, by this community. And I want y'all to understand there's one more. Like, after 12 months of being loyal to your gym, or being loyal to Netflix, or being loyal to Verizon, or being loyal to Microsoft for the software, or being loyal to anything that you pay monthly, what do they give you after 12 months of loyalty? And the answer is another bill. Do you know what we give you? A gift to say thank you for being in the Viago community. You either get a vacation or another 1,000 points. Like, talk about living life amplified, having the ability to have access to all of the items that I showed you, plus points. Like, If you're writing anything down, write this down. It will cost me more money not to have Viago, like not to have this membership. It just will cost you more. And this is our community. This was our pre-launch. We were at this fun place in St. Louis. It was absolutely amazing. And we took this video. I love having this up because this was our pre-launch. Everybody was excited. Today, we're in over 40 countries since July. And to become an ambassador and earn an income with us, it's $49. That's one time, $49. Every year to maintain your ambassador subscription, like to maintain your business, it's $99. Okay, so there's 5 ways that we earn an income. 5. This to me is exciting because I used to get paid one way. It was called crappy. Have you guys ever heard of that before? Like it's if I worked, I made money. If I didn't work, I didn't make money. Doctors, if they practice medicine, they make money. If they don't practice medicine, they don't make money. Lawyers, same thing. Engineers, same thing. Teachers, same thing. Teachers are some of the most overworked, underpaid people out there. But it doesn't matter what most people do. 99% of the people that you know, if they work, they make money. If they don't work, they don't make money. Let me show you 5 ways that we earn an income. We introduce people that become a member and that become an ambassador, and then we help them do the same. That's what we do. And we travel, and we have fun, and we stay healthy, and we all get to be around each other, and we choose who we work with. So let me show you 2 out of the 5, because just for time's sake. The first is simple. When you introduce somebody, you earn $100 when they become a member. So the minute they get their membership, bam, there's $100, right? And we pay weekly, by the way. So you earn $100. So if you introduce 2 people, that's 200, 5 people, 500, 10 people, 1,000, 20 people, 2,000, 100 people, 10,000. It's unlimited. That's why so many people use these Zooms, because they're going, if I don't have to present, and all I got to do is put people on here. And people ask me, how often do you do this? We do it every Tuesday, every Thursday, every Saturday. Every Tuesday, every Thursday, every Saturday. Every Tuesday and Thursday, 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. Fill in whatever your time zone is. Saturday mornings like clockwork, 9:30 Pacific, 12:30 Eastern. Same bat channel, same bat time. If y'all remember Batman, the TV show, that's what they used to say. Anyways, so when you have 6, that's 600. But why am I showing 6? Because at 6, you also get your membership for free. So if you have 6 personals that you have brought to Viago and they stay on their membership, yours is free every month after that. So I would love to help you get 6 this month of January. And we're going to do these presentations, and you're going to introduce some people that'll say yes and some people that'll be a not now. But we want to help you get 6 in January. So February moving forward, you never have to pay a membership due ever again. But guess what? You'll still get your 100 points. That's how beautiful this is. Now, you know what's going to happen? You're going to introduce people that will want their 6. And they're going to introduce people that'll want their 6, and it'll grow. Right? Because that's what everybody wants. And now I'm going to show you how to earn a residual income, because Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until you die. And so that's one of my favorite quotes, by the way. So I wanted to earn an income while I was sleeping. So you build a team. Like in real estate, you have brokers and they have agents. In insurance, you have insurance brokers and they have agents. And you know, in the real world, you have owners of companies and they have employees. You're not an employee. This is not insurance or real estate, but we help you build a team in a similar fashion. When you introduce people and they say yes, they become a part of your team. We track everything. We give you a back office so you can see your team grow. And when you introduce someone who introduces someone who introduces someone, they all become a part of your team. So what if you introduced Jared, who introduced Sherry, who introduced Sonia, who introduced William, who introduced Rika? You now have 5 people in your business, 5, even though you only introduced Jared. That's how simple this is. But I'm not telling you that you're going to get rich by introducing one person. We build 2 teams. So if you introduce another person and they introduce people, you'll have 5 people on your left, 5 people on your right over time. And you're earning a $50 monthly residual because everybody's keeping their membership. when they start to introduce others, because all of them are going to want their 6. Why? Because they don't want to pay the 99 anymore. Like I introduced Sherry and she was like, Mazaf, I'm going to get my 6. And she got it done her first week. And then she introduced Kathy, who got her 6. Then Sherry introduced Rika, and Rika's now finishing her 6. And then Sherry introduced, like, do you understand? Like everyone Sherry's introduced, she wants them to get their 6. That's it. That's her number one focus. You have to get your 6. That's it. And it's going to help your team grow to 1010, which is $200 a month. And every rank you finish, right? Let me show you something. We have promotions. When you finish 5-5, you become a bronze. And as a bronze that's qualified every month, you're earning $50 a month on top of all the other ways we get paid. When you become a silver ambassador, you're at $200 a month. That means your team is 10 left, 10 right. When it gets to 25-25, you're a gold. And you're earning $500 a month. Sapphire is 50-50. And by the way, Sapphire, there's magic at Sapphire because that opens up other bonuses that we can talk about at a later time. Emerald is $2,000 a month. That's $24,000 a year. What if you introduced 10 who introduced 10? Like, do you understand? My first day, I introduced 17 people that said, yeah, actually, my first day, I talked to 40, but 17 said yes. I wasn't 17 for 17. I was 17 for like out of 40, just so y'all know. I had a lot of not nows. I didn't care. Like when somebody said, oh, you know, Mazapper, I need to think about it. All I heard was wah, 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 wah. Like if y'all remember Charlie Brown, like it didn't bother me. Diamond is 5,000 a month. That's 60,000 a year. Blue Diamond, 10,000 a month. There are people finishing Blue Diamond right now. There are people finishing Red Diamond right now. There are people finishing Purple Diamond right now. And I bet in the next 6 months, we'll have some Black Diamonds, which is 85,000 a month. Now, this is growing, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm so excited. But it's not a get rich quick. It's not a, hey, you join and you're going to become rich over. No. Just like going to a gym doesn't mean you're going to get muscles overnight. Just like going on a dating app doesn't mean you'll have a spouse overnight. Like there's nothing like that. This is something that if we put in the work, we will get results and we will train you. We have 2 trainings. We have an Inner Circle program, which is an online training system. And then we have live training events. And this is what everybody's talking about is Dallas, 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 Dallas. And so what I want you to do is I want you to hear from a couple of people that have been working with us. And I'm so excited because I get to introduce one of my best friends. And one of my best friends, you know, have you ever met people that, like I've had people tell me, yeah, my friends make great money. My friend's already doing well. Okay, well, I'm going to introduce you to my friend. He made millions of dollars in the NFL, and I want him to tell his story. Matter of fact, today he's about to go to the game, which they're recognizing players from the past on the field. And so he's there. And I just said, hey, listen, man, can you take a few minutes, brother? I know you're busy today, but if you could be on and just quickly tell your story, because number one, he's my brother. And number two, he's our business partner in our community. And I want you to know, he's not a paid celebrity. Like he was at the airport yesterday and people were stopping him to take pictures. He's not a paid celebrity for Viago. We don't do that. He's my best friend. And he signed up and he paid to sign up just like I did. And I'm so excited for you to get to a chance to hear why Ed Hartwell chose to work with us. Ed, brother, are you there, man? I'd love for you to tell your story really quickly, man. I know you're busy today, but I appreciate you being on.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
There you are.
Hey, man, every time, man, I love you. You be killing it, man. Hey, I'm excited. Very excited. Hey, you know, everybody, my name is Ed Hartwell. I actually had a blessing to actually live my dream. I played in the NFL for 9 years, made a lot of money, and have a fantastic lifestyle. Me and Muzaffar's been friends for over 2 decades. I mean, that's my boy. That's my brother. When he introduced me to this, I was at his 50th birthday party, and it blew me away. Like literally right now, like I've saved so much money. I've done it all, the telemed, it's real. Like even right now, I'm at the Kimpton Hotel, look it up, in Baltimore, $500 a night. I paid $150 a night. I'm going to the Ritz-Carlton tomorrow, and I'm paying $250 a night. Like, come on, yo. you can't beat this. Like, I'm in Baltimore. I got to do something for the game. I play for the Ravens, and it's gonna be bananas. We're gonna have fun. But you save all the time. I've saved well over four at this point with these hotel rates, almost $5,000 now, and the community is bananas. Like, it's like a family reunion every time. So I'm excited. I love it, bro. I just want to say thank you. Don't miss the boat. Thank you. I'm gonna love this journey with you. We're gonna go. We're gonna grind. We're gonna make it work. And let's go, Viago, baby.
Appreciate you, brother. And by the way, when Ed got started, I flew to Atlanta and I went to his house and he invited people and we did a presentation at his home. We had 20 people at his house and we sat and did a presentation. 12 of them said yes. I know what you're thinking, that if I went over to an NFL player's house, everybody's going to say yes. Not everybody said yes. Nobody said no, but not everybody said yes. Out of 20, 12 joined that night. The other 8 were like, yeah, I need to think about it. Me and Ed were laughing and giggling because we're sitting in his beautiful home and here's an NFL guy going, I'm doing this. And people are going, yeah, I'm going to think about it. And we just kind of chuckled and laughed. And that's all you can do at some point, ladies and gentlemen. And so I want you to understand that for me, it's there's so many different stories that are on here. And I'm just going to quickly go to one more because there's a lot. And I know you heard him host at the beginning, but I'd love for him to just quickly tell his story because we have all, you know what I love is we have different ethnicities. We have men, we have women. Sometimes I do testimonials and people are like, it's all women. Are there any guys doing this? And then today I'm going to do a testimonial with 2 guys and there's a lot of women on here and people are going to go, you got 2 guys. Well, I have Sherry. Like understand, you're going to hear from Sherry in a little bit, but I just want to keep it short tonight. But Jared, if you could tell your story, what you do and why Viago, my friend, I'd love it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So excited again, Muzafa. My name is Jared Ojeda. I'm out of Atlanta, Georgia, a small city called Riverdale. By trade, I'm a sergeant in the fire department. That's what I do. I put my life on the line for my money, for my dollars. And so I don't like my dollars to go very easy. And so when I saw a way that I can travel the world and save money and have a better lifestyle. It was a no-brainer for myself and my wife. We got excited. I got a chance to meet Muzafa. We talked about the vision of the company. He said, Jared, take some trips. Enjoy your life. You deserve it. And so that's exactly what we did. We just started taking trips. I have to write it down now, Sherry, the amount of trips we took in just the last year. We've been to Thailand. We've been to Africa, Cape Town, Zimbabwe. Then we came back and we took 160 friends to Panama. Now, mind you, I'm not a travel agent. I'm just a good inviter, right? And then we took to Mexico. We had 90 people in Mexico. We said, we're going to come back and we're going to bring more. And we had over 500 in Mexico. We just booked Dubai, have 16 personal friends coming to Dubai with us in March. So we got excited about the product. But then Muzafa had a conversation. We said, Jared, the product is real. You're saving money. You're taking your son on the date nights at the movies. He said, now it's time to go help more people and get paid. He said, we're going to put together this system that's going to allow you to just, in your busy schedule, working 48-hour shifts, all you have to do is just invite. Let me and Sherry work for you. Just invite. And that's what we did. I just started putting people on calls just like this, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, just Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And before you know it, I got 6. My membership is free, but we also became residual earners within the last couple of months by plugging into the system. And we're also going to see a lot of people in Dallas. And I cannot wait. I got to just say this. Nisa cannot wait to see our international family in Dubai. It's going to be absolutely amazing to finally connect the dots with our international family. So I say, I go, you go, we go, Viago, let's go.
I appreciate it, brother. Thank you for your story and your information and being a part of this community and being my brother. Man, I love you, man. And it's incredible. You know, we've got different people with different stories. Like, you know, one of these calls you're going to hear from my good friend Moana. You know, she's going to be telling her story. I'm putting her on the spot. I'm giving people warnings now. Look, she's smiling. We've got different people. You're gonna hear from a bunch of them. Sean Keel Zimmerman. You're gonna hear from her. You're going to hear from different folks moving forward. It's coming, ladies and gentlemen. Susie is new to the community. You're going to hear her story. Like, I'm just telling you, you're going to hear from different folks. Nisa told her story last time because she works with charities and what Viago's allowed her to do. We've got so many different folks on here, but let's wrap up today, right? Wrapping up and just keeping this fun for Saturday. Playbook is our training program. We have live training events that happen in the US, in Colombia, and in Europe area. And Playbook is one of them that we're doing. So if you're in North America, you've got to come to Dallas. How do you get started? It's the membership. And then if you want to earn an income, it's the registration to be an ambassador. So $450 plus 49, it's a one-time $499, and then $99 a month. Remember, you'll get your 600 points immediately, and will help you start to build a team. So timing is everything. Your friend introduced you. That means that this is where you go. And everyone that they bring will go underneath you. But don't just sign up and expect the person that brought you to build your business for you. Like when I signed up Ed, he didn't go, well, Muzaffar, what are you going to do for me? I'm an NFL player. Nah, man, he's my best friend. He said, Muzaffar, what do I got to do? And we did a presentation at his house for 20 people. He invited them. I did the presentation. And we built this together. And I just want you to understand that you're going to introduce people that may say, I need to wait. And they just need to know they can go think about it, and that's okay. So if you're on this phone and you're going to think about it, your friend is going to introduce people tomorrow and on Monday and on Tuesday. And when they get started and you go, you will go in the next available spot, but you'll definitely miss out on the people that could have gone in your organization. Right. So what I'll tell you right now is that if you're an A, that means you're ready to go. Fantastic. Right. If you're a B and you want to be a customer, that's great too. And if you're someone that wants to wait and see, no problem. But I want you to hear something. There's a lady that went into retirement because of this industry. She built massive teams all over the world. And she was my mentor. And I started my first company that got on the cover of Inc. magazine because of her. She partnered with some people, and together they helped a company grow at 35,000% growth in a 5-year period. And they were number one. And she was a big reason for that. And she did that several times in several companies and retired. And I called her to look at Viago, and her husband decided to say yes. And she came out of retirement, and her organization is growing so fast. I'm so grateful, Sherry, that you're here. But I'd love for everybody to hear why. Why would you come out of retirement? You've got beautiful grandbabies. You've got businesses outside of Viago. You have a husband that you now started a new life with. Why Viago? Why now, Sherry?
It's very simple, Muzaffar, and thank you for doing such a stellar job on presenting the company. And I love Ed and Jared's stories, and there's so many people on here that we'd love to hear your stories, because not only because of the business, but the personal growth. And when you ask me why I came out of retirement, one of the things I love more than anything is teaching. I was a preschool teacher. And when I went to the training in Las Vegas, and I see my good friend Mark Soda on this call, and it was magical. And just like I posted earlier that there's a magic in the number 100, and there's over 100 people on this call right now. And it's just, it's like, really, do we ever really want to retire in life? I mean, it's like life is about living and exploring and discovering and being around people you enjoy being around. And that was the thing that in Vegas, the community with Viago is something I've never seen in this industry. I've seen a lot of companies get close to it, but this company has it all. It's a group of people that want to help you, be successful. And I love that. And that's why we do these calls, is to be able to connect. And I look forward to them because I get to see a lot of my old friends, my new friends, and it's becoming like a family. And it's like when Jared was talking about how many people he's gone to these trips with, these escapes. I mean, I want to do that, because my husband and I are at the age that we want to travel. We want to be able to see the world, and we want to do it with people we care about that are positive, motivated, and want to make a difference in the world. And Muzaffar, being able to work with you, I've never experienced this. I've never had an upline that really works the way you work, and you are so dedicated to helping me become successful in Viago, and all of you that are on this call. That's why he's doing these calls, to help you. So if you're brand new and you're going, is this for me? You can actually earn while you're learning all of this. You don't have to know it all. We'll work with you and teach you and train you. And that's what we're doing today. We actually are going to roll this call. The presentation is officially over. You're going to get with the person who invited you out, and you're going to tell them, that you're an A. Be on the A team. That a lot of these people on this call are the A's, the ones that want to help you become successful. And then what we're doing today is on Saturdays, we do a short training to teach you some skills to go out for the next week on how to invite people, how to get people into your business, what the promotions are for this month. You want to hear this, because there's some promotions. I've never in my career heard these kind of promotions that this company is offering for you as not only a new person, but anybody in the business. So Muzaffar, I just am so excited about the training today, and I've got my notepad ready to go to take notes and learn everything that you're teaching us. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining us.
I appreciate it, and let's spend a little time. And it's awesome. It's like I've always dreamt of working back with Sherry. We spent so many years together, and I used to tell my wife that she belongs here. She belongs in this community, and to have her home is exciting for me. And let's just share some information today. We'll keep it short and sweet, and I'm going to run through some information just to help you understand the promotions, what we have to do, how we make money now, and what's going to be happening going into Dallas. So I want to let you know some of this information. So I'm going to quickly go and share my screen. Hopefully you guys can see this. But really quickly can you guys see my hand? No? Hold on. What did I click on? I clicked on something. Hold on. How about now? There we go. I don't know what happened the first time. So let's go to this really quickly, and let's talk about a few things. So we're gonna go from a brand new person that's getting started, right? And I tell most people that, how do you get started in this business? Well, it's really simple. You get started, and that's really it. Like, don't make this something more difficult than it is. But to get started, right, it's the membership. So you get started with the membership and, right, becoming an ambassador. So you want to do both. Make sure that when you sign up, that you're doing both. This is the $450, this is the $49. So if your cart doesn't show $499, you're missing this one. So I've seen some people do this and get so excited and they skip that. And then they're like, wait a second, I can't build a business. Well, you gotta do both, just so you know. This is how you get started. This is how we got started. And so some people go, well, Muzaffar, listen, I'm gonna get started in 2 weeks when I get my next paycheck. Why? Why would you wait? Well, I need my next paycheck. Great. If you look at success principles, successful people do things differently than we do. And I talk about this every time. There's a book called Think and Grow Rich. It was a book that Sherry and my other mentors told me to read, which is a 20-year study on the differences between people that were successful and not successful. And they said that these 3 principles is what is the big difference. Well, OPI is other people's ideas. Well, like, you look at all the hamburger places. I mean, having a hamburger restaurant was not new, but so many people have become successful using other people's ideas. In school, I tried to use other people's ideas and got in trouble. It was called cheating. In the real world, it's called masterminding. Other people's efforts is when you build a team, right? We don't want you to be the only person responsible for your income. So there's another check mark. And then OPM is other people's money. When people start businesses, this is what they use. And most people look at this as some hobby. Don't look at it like a business. Even though we're making it simple and fun and join the club and be a part of the community, it is. But when it comes to starting, think of it like a business. Use other people's money. Now, I'm not telling you to go get a bank loan for $100,000, but that's what people do when they start a restaurant. They don't use their own money. they get a bank loan for a couple $100,000 or $500,000. I used a credit card. Even though I had the money sitting in my bank, I used a credit card. Why? Because that's not my money. I used somebody else's money to start my business. And then when I got my commissions, I paid it back on the credit card. Guess what? I got points on the credit card. I didn't take any money out of my bank account. And I started a business. Then I became profitable right when I got my 6. But I got 17 my first day. Why? Because I did step 2. They said step 2, Muzaffar, is who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? And you saw some of my best friends. And so I made a list. People are scared to do that. I'm not. Because if I'm going to travel the world and earn an income, who do I want to do it with? And it's people that I know, love, care about. Now, some of them are going to say no. One of my closest friends said, not now, Muzaffar, but I love the membership. Great. I'm okay. I don't need everyone to do this, but I need everyone to know I do this. My biggest fear is not somebody saying no. My biggest fear is somebody saying yes to someone else. That's my fear. My fear is showing up and somebody, and I look and I go, what are you doing here? And they're going, well, Sherry called me. Muzaffar, why didn't you call me? Oh, man, that would be gut-wrenching. No offense, Sherry. I'd be really happy if they worked with you. I think they would do absolutely amazing. Just so you know, I'm just giving you guys an example, right? So if you don't talk to the people that you know, somebody else will, just so you understand. But I made a list, and then what I started practicing was the invite. And I'm telling you right now, I was bad at this. I was bad. And it took me a while to understand that I'm going to be bad before I become good. And I'm going to be good before I become great. And I'm going to be great before I become phenomenal. But everything that you do that's new, you'll be bad at it. You will be. Some of you will be bad at trying to figure out, hey, Muzaffar, where do I go to save money on this? I tell people, click around, click on the website. We're bad at it at the beginning. And everybody's nature is, well, I'm just going to call Muzaffar, who's good at it, and he'll tell me where to go. Well, how did I get good? I started playing around on the thing. And I became good, and I clicked on stuff, and I was like, oh, that doesn't work. And I X'd out and logged back in and clicked, and that's what I did. But the same with the invite. I started practicing what I said to people, right? I started practicing what I said to people. And I'm telling you, this is something that you want to practice. Practice with your upline. That's the people that are above you. Practice an invite. Remember to keep it short. Remember to be excited. Remember to have urgency. You want people to see it now. You know what Ed did? Ed made a phone call and said, hey, I've got one of my best friends that's coming into town. And he's got a company that he launched that I'm partnering with. You have to see this. Don't miss this one. He's only here for a few hours tonight, and that's it. I need you at my house. Now you're going, oh, yeah, but he's a football player. If he called me, I'd go over there too. Everybody has a reason. I've got other friends of mine that are not football players, right? Jared's not a football player. He's a firefighter. And Jared calls people and said, hey, listen, what are you doing tonight? Nothing. Great. You have to be on this Zoom. Other people called going, hey, listen, what are you doing tomorrow? I have something important I need to show you. It would mean the world to me. And they throw up the prayer hand emojis. Just do not explain. Do not explain the company through when you're doing an invite. When you're inviting, it's not explaining, it's not presenting, it's inviting. And then number 3 is the presentation, ladies and gentlemen, the presentation. And we have a video presentation you can use. We do one-on-one presentations at coffee shops, at your house, in person, on Zoom. We do home travel parties that people are having fun with. That was Pratt. I was about to write Pratties. You don't have to be able to spell correctly to work with us. Parties. I did one at Ed's house. He had 20 people show up. Right? We do Zooms like what you're on Zoom. My brain is going faster than my hand. Zooms every Tuesday, every Thursday, and every Saturday. Next Tuesday night, it's going to be my business partner, Jesse McPherson, who's in the Philippines. and Sherry Sharman doing next Tuesday night. So next Tuesday night at 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern, you can invite people to that one. But wait, it's Saturday. So why wouldn't you show someone the video or present later today or tomorrow? Because I'm going to show you something. That number 4 is training. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time on these two things before we finally wrap up, right? But understand, ladies and gentlemen, that when you look at this, right? We have a promotion that was released yesterday that some people know how it works, some people doesn't. And it's a contest. It's called our Triple Play. Triple Play, ladies and gentlemen, means that anyone that you personally introduce, so if you personally introduce someone and they become a member and they do the $450 membership, right? So if they do the $450, that equals 1 point for you in this contest. And we have prizes for the top 10. We have prizes for the top 10 in the company. Number one will earn a bonus of $3,000 on top of all their commissions, unless they do more than 20 points. Then we double it to 6,000. Unless they do more than 30 points. And I know what you're going, Muzaffar, that means somebody signed up 30 people in a month. Has that happened? Yes. There are people that have finished 30 points and earned 9,000. My friend Josh and his wife Kia last month did, not last month as in December, because we haven't announced the winner yet, but last month, which was November, they did 27 points. 27. I was like, oh man, 3 more. And they would have tripled their bonus, but they got 6,000. But think about this. Plus they had 2,700 in commissions, plus the 6,000. So in 1 month, just for that, they earned $8,700 for doing that. So this is on top of the $100 commission that you earn when somebody joins. This is a contest. It's called Triple Play because you can earn up to 3 times the bonus. Now, top 10 gets prizes. Number 1 can triple their bonus, just so everybody knows. And when you do number 2, if you double or triple, I just want to be transparent. It's paid in payments to you. So the very next week after you win the contest, it'll be one portion of the payment. And then the few weeks after that will be the next portion and the next portion. So that's how it's paid out. Okay. So that right there is the promotion, just so everyone understands. How do you make money now? We pay every Friday. However, our week starts on a Tuesday and ends on a Monday. That looks kind of weird, but it goes Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday. So we end on a Monday night. So we're ending this week, this Monday night. And then we don't pay that upcoming Friday, we pay the following Friday. So if you're doing the calendar right now, this Monday, whatever you do from now until this Monday will be paid to you on Friday, January 17th. So how many of you would love a paycheck on January 17th? Because yesterday we all got paid. Some of you didn't because you're new. Next Friday, we will get paid because of the work we did. Some of you will not yet because you just started. Whatever you do from now until Monday night, your first paycheck from today is Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So I'm telling you not to wait till Tuesday's presentation. Present now, and then what you finish by Monday night, this money will go here. So if we helped you get 6 people, that means that on January 17th, you'll earn $600. So here's my question. What do you want to earn on January 17th? What do you want to earn? Based off of that, that's the work you want to do today, tomorrow, and Monday. Then the next one is January 24th. What do you want to earn on January 24th? Well, that starts Tuesday till the following Monday, after this Monday. So Tuesday to Monday, this work will pay you on January 24th. So I hope you understand we need to do presentations today. We need to do presentations tomorrow. We need to do presentations Monday. Because I want all of you to have a $600 paycheck. Maybe it's $100, maybe it's $200, maybe it's $500. But you know what's great? I'm going to tell you something else. If you sign up your 6 people, you'll make $700 instead of $600. What? Wait. How do I make $700 instead of $600? If you sign up 6 people and you do 3 left and 3 right, this will give you another commission. So not only will you earn $600, but if you put 3 left, 3 right, you'll earn another $100 in commission. So you'll actually earn $700. Just trust me. If you do 6, you'll earn $700 instead of $600 if you do it like this. And they all do the $450 membership. I'm just telling you how to earn $700 on January 17th. Can any of you use an extra $700 on January 17th? Then do the work today, tomorrow, and Monday. Today, tomorrow, and Monday. Present. It doesn't matter who says no. All that matters is who joins us. That's it. Right? Now, I want you to know there's a couple other things before we wrap up. We have something called Inner Circle. Inner Circle, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, is about helping people personally develop and grow. There's a book that's by John Maxwell, and I'm a fan of John Maxwell and a lot of his information. I think he does a really good job communicating information. But there's a book which is the 5 levels of leadership. And the one thing that we all want to do is become a better leader. And I want you to know that a lot of times, the first level of leadership is called position. It's the first level of leadership. And this is people follow you because they have to. Like maybe they work and you're their boss. And so this is because they have to. That's the first level of leadership. The second level of leadership is called permission. Okay. And permission is people follow you because they want to. This is where, because they want to. And so we want to help people get to a place in our business where you have people follow you because they want to. And this is the second level of leadership, because they want to. The third level of leadership is because of production. People follow because of what you have done for the organization. This is where we want to help you finish bronze and silver and gold and sapphire, excuse me. And then emerald. And as you get promoted, your production, people go, I want to know what they're doing. People listen to Sherry Sharman because of her results. But what I love about her is she says, Muzaffar, and she didn't use this sports analogy, I did. But her mentality was yesterday's points do not win today's ball games. She goes, I'm going to do a Zoom with you. I'm going to do presentations. I'm going to be a student. I'm going to produce. Right now, she's doing the exact same thing you're doing, ladies and gentlemen, in building this organization. Number 4, people follow you because of people development. It's another reason why people follow Sherry, because of all the people she's developed, because of what you have done for them. I follow this lady because of what she has done for me. And then number 5 is Pinnacle. Pinnacle is people follow you because of who you are and what you represent. Because of who you are and what you represent. And this is personal development and growth. And one of the things that help you grow is information. And the live trainings that we do, it happens once every 3 months. So we created something called Inner Circle. Inner Circle, when you join, your first month is free to try out. But there's audios and videos inside the Inner Circle that you can listen to while you're driving, while you're at home, before you do presentations. This is what I did. Do you know who told me to listen to audios and videos when I was in my 20s? Sherry Sharman. Muzaffar, you have to get the right information going into your head on a daily basis. You can't be dependent on the meetings that you go to and just the trainings. What happens when you leave the training? What happens when you're on your way? So Sherry used to always coach me and guide me. And today I don't have cassette tapes to put into my car. I have the inner circle that I have access to on my phone that I can listen to. I can listen to while I'm at the gym working out. I can listen to while I'm waiting to pick up my kids from school. I can listen to in so many different places. The inner circle is literally, I think it's $9.95, like it's 10 a month for the inner circle. But the first month is free. Try it out. And then we do special parties and fun things for inner circle members. At the event that's happening in Dallas, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing a country western night. And the flyer says, welcome to the Wild Wild West. It's a country western night in Dallas. Look, I don't listen to country music, to be honest with you. I don't know how to two-step. I don't know how to do anything. But I am going to throw on a cowboy hat. If my man Deion Sanders can do it, I can do it. And I'm going to show up. I may not have cowboy boots, Sherry. I don't know. But I'm going to be at the party. I'm a part of the inner circle. And this party is for inner circle members. So you want to join the inner circle. Listen, your first month is free. So join today and listen to some of the audios and information. There's so much back there. There's podcasts, there's everything, and it's growing. It's the beginning, it's growing, and more information is coming, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll tell you right now, Dallas is a life changer. It really is. It will change your life. You know, at these big events is where big decisions are made. And I'm so excited for all of you to not only be in Dallas, but bring people to Dallas with you. There's going to be two types of people, ladies and gentlemen, the people that were there and the people that aren't. Playbook is the name of the Dallas event. It's not going to be all hardcore sports, but it is going to be a fun sports theme, but you will understand all the analogies, I promise you. We're going to make it really simple. Dallas will be the best event that you've attended. I'm not saying in 2025 because it's going to be the first event of 2025, but I believe it will be one of the best events you've ever attended. I really do. And I'm not saying this because I'm honored to be a part of it. I'm telling you this because I've been there. And when I don't go to trainings, my life is different versus when I do. In the last 28 years, the only training that I missed was in 2021. Think about that. And the reason I missed it is my right kidney was removed. And I physically could not be there. And in my gut, like I felt like there was something wrong because I wasn't with my community, because I wasn't in a training. And I'm telling you, it's different when you're there. It really is. Whatever you have to do to get yourself to Dallas. Now, if you're in Europe and Africa, the training for you is going to be in Dubai. That one's going to be in Dubai. If you're in Colombia, the training for you will be in Colombia. Those are the three events that are coming for North America. And for those of you that can make it to Dallas, don't miss it. If money is the reason why you're here, don't let money be the reason why you can't do this. Find a way to get to Dallas. Find a way. Like my first training that I went to where I saw Sherry, and there were 13,000 people. We drove from Minnesota to Las Vegas, drove there. And then you know what happened is we stayed in a hotel room with 12 people. I slept on the floor. I brought bread and peanut butter, and that's what I ate over the weekend because I didn't have the money for anything else. But that event changed the direction of my life. I don't know what you've got going on the weekend of January 17th, 18th, and 19th, but I'll tell you right now that if you're not getting married or buried, be there. Be there. And once you make the decision, get 2 people to come with you. What did Sherry do? She got started. She said, I'm going to get my 6. She said, I'm going to buy 20 tickets, Mazaffer, to the training. And I looked at her and everybody goes, I wish I had a Sherry in my team. It wasn't luck. It was years of relationships. And it was because she saw me go out and take the information she taught me and produce results. She bought 20 tickets. I didn't give her nothing. She bought her tickets. And she's got 20 people coming to Dallas. Let's get you 2. Let's get you 2. You don't have to be her. Let's get you 2. Everybody, all of you that are watching right now, Moana, Soda, Bernard, Barbara, like, let's get you 2. Let's get you 2 people to Dallas. William, man, I love getting messages from William. He's so positive all the time. And he's someone that his, like, I did a Zoom call with William and he's introduced me. I've only done one with him and it was a quality person. All of you know quality people. Let's get them to Dallas and let Dallas do what it does best. I'm excited for all of you. This was the first training that we did of 2025 here today. We'll talk about moments like this for the rest of our life. Write down some goals for this month. What you're going to do, what you're going to accomplish. What we're going to do from now until Dallas. How many presentations are you going to be on? What are you going to get done this weekend? Short-term goals. They say that making your bed is a short-term goal that tells your subconscious that you're accomplishing something. Make your bed this weekend and make 3 presentations happen. Make your bed this weekend. Make sure you're registered for Dallas. Make your bed this weekend and make sure that you're inviting people to the calls that are happening from now until Monday night. Make your bed this weekend and be on Tuesday night, and you'll see my business partner and my other business partner. You'll see Sherry Sharman and you'll see Jesse McPherson. Don't miss this. Let's not have regrets, because I'm going to tell you right now, fear is temporary. Regret is permanent. There's a price to pay for success. You're going to have to be on calls. You're going to have to miss certain things. There's a price, but I'd rather pay the price of success than receive the bill from regret. I'm so honored to be here with you today. Welcome to 2025. And I can't wait to hug your neck in Dallas. So thank you, Sherry, for being on. I love you guys. Have a great day, everyone, and God bless.